Okay, our last Ask Wendy question came from Urslan, who's a relatively new member in the bass section of Vocal Minority. How do I pick soloists? How much weight in the exact moment of audition versus the voice I already know you have, the aesthetic I'm aiming for in the song versus other things we haven't even considered? That's a great question, Ursula. Thanks for asking. I do try and answer this question when I send out an email after solo auditions and sort of give some of the criteria or things that I consider when I'm choosing soloists. I will say that auditions are probably the most challenging part of this job to me. I really like encouraging people. Sometimes people find it discouraging to hear that they have not been successful in getting placed in a solo or in a choir. I do like seeing people rise to the occasion though. So sometimes when people audition, I can tell that their nerves are kind of getting in the way of them singing as best as they can. Placing them in the solo, even though they had kind of a nervous audition, I think maybe gives people more confidence and gives them an opportunity to deal with those nerves and overcome them and get better at handling it. So having opportunities to practice being nervous and doing it anyways, I think is great. Yeah, sometimes I have a certain aesthetic in mind for a song or the story, and sometimes I feel like the person who's auditioning really resonates with the story from my perspective, and so that will be a good fit for me. Range suitability for sure, and style suitability, and the tone of the voice, and how it suits the rest of the song are things that I consider for sure. How prepared people are for their auditions, the expression and the dynamics and the delivery of the song are things that I consider when I think about placing people in solos. I really like hearing people sing by themselves for the first time sometimes during solo auditions. That's a really nice bonus. Particularly with the unplugged singers, I rarely get to hear people sing by themselves, so I really like the auditions for that. I'm often surprised by what I hear. I think that that's a really cool part of it. Thanks for asking.